Well, one young lady that has been around Jewel Athletics now going on her 4th year, but has only played 2 years, is Kelsey Morgan. We call her K-Mo, and the Redshirt junior is from Topeka, Kansas. And Kelsey, I was looking, I couldn't find, what high school in Topeka?
I went to Shawnee Heights.
Shawnee Heights, okay. Shawnee Heights High School. We're going to get back to that in just a minute. But first of all, let's get to the Redshirt part, because you missed all of last year with an injury. Tell us about the injury.
Last year, I fractured my medial and lateral malleolus, which is your ankle bone. I was sliding into second, and I ran into the shortstop. So that's kind of how that happened. It was very disappointing. It was not. It wasn't a fun time, to say the least. But I did learn a lot from it, I think. But yeah.
Okay, but you had played few enough games that you were able, under the NCAA regulations, to not count that as a year of competition. How many games did you play in?
I only played in 5 games.
Okay.
So it was very, very early in the season.
I'm sure there were a lot of different stages. The first shock of being injured to knowing you're not going to play, but then sitting there and watching your teammates play. Let's talk about the initial shock. How did you handle it?
Well, at first I was like, our trainer thought that it was only going to be a sprain. So then when I went and got my x-ray and they found out that it wasn't, it was I was not happy. I was very disappointed.
Sure.
Especially since I have played I think every game up until that point, and so that was very frustrating. But I know that I have good teammates and that they could take over for my position, and we were going to be fine without me. So I gave it over.
Yeah, well, you had no choice in the matter. You know, you're one of the most positive people I know, and you could see it in your face. It bothered you, yet you still hung in there. I know you were around the team all the time and helping in any way you could, but that had to be tough to watch them play.
It was tough, and especially in certain situations when you know what you're going to do and a teammate does something different, and it's very frustrating. But like I said, I had all confidence in my team, and I knew that they were going to do good regardless of if I was on the field or not.
Kelsey Morgan is with us. She has been playing third base for the Cardinals in the first couple of years. Did not play last year because of that injury. GLVC Softball Player of the Week. I think that happened early on your freshman year, didn't it?
Yep.
If I remember right. You were the Softball Newcomer of the Year during that freshman year, the Offensive Player of the Year during your freshman year, and an all-academic GLVC performer. Third base still where you're going to play this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's kind of your spot?
Yeah, I like it.
But how is the ankle now, several months after?
It's good. It's definitely 100%. It's a lot better than what it was, and I'm ready to go.
Did you have a time where you were kind of gentle with it, or kind of, I don't know if I can do that kind of moments?
Yeah, at the beginning when I started my rehab, that's when I knew I needed to go slow and be gentle, and then the more rehab I got, the more comfortable I felt. So.
Well, after missing last year, I watched as the team tried to fill your third base slot, and now one of the silver lining, I guess, is that you have a couple of options at third base. Anna Biondo played there quite a bit. Now I hear she's going to pitch a little bit. She's going to play shortstop, but you're going to be a solid bat in the lineup. Do you have any idea where you'll hit in the lineup?
Gosh, I have no idea. We have a lot of good hitters this year, so I have no idea.
Okay. Home run power, though. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Is that the strength of your hitting game?
I would definitely say I'm more of a power hitter. I don't bunt a lot. Right. I don't think a lot of girls on our team bunt a lot.
Right.
But, I'd say I'm more power than anything. So.
Well, folks, if you haven't seen our softball team play, they are power-oriented.
Yeah.
I would say probably our park is slightly smaller than some, but you guys hit a lot of home runs on the road, too. It's turned into a power team, a power-hitting team with good pitching. And when we get good pitching and we hit the ball, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to enjoy watching you play again. A right-handed hitter playing third base, and now a redshirt junior. In women's sports, we don't see a lot of red shirts play out their 4 years. You want to talk about that a little bit? What your thought is? Will you play a fourth year?
Yes, I do plan on coming back. I did add another major, so I will be getting 2 majors now. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll be back next year.
Kelsey, I remember you telling me when we chatted after your injury that softball's so important to you. Is that one of the major reasons you're coming back? Because you have played ever since you were just a pup, right?
Yes, I started when I was 5, and my sister played at Central Missouri, and so it's always been a big part of my life. So I think finishing my 4th year is very important to me. I love doing it, and I wouldn't want to not play that last year.
Kelsey Morgan is with us here, and from Topeka, obviously a good softball player at high school. I saw in your bio, though, you were a 4-year letter winner in basketball.
I was.
What kind of basketball player were you?
I was more of a shooting guard. I like to hit the threes.
Right.
That was more my game.
Oh, so I get it. So big home runs, big shots, that's you.
Yeah. But yeah, I did love basketball too. It did get to a point where I had to choose between softball and basketball of what I wanted to play in college, and I felt that softball was more my passion and what I wanted to do. So,
is there, do you think, too much emphasis put on specializing in a sport? It worked out for you, but that pressure that comes, is that maybe sometimes unfair?
I don't know.
You're okay with it, obviously.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm sure everybody's different, but
Right. Okay, you talking about taking a second major and staying for a 4th year of eligibility playing. Why do you do that? I mean, other than the love for the game, why do you do that?
I think in like the long run of things, I think it'll help me get a job. I think having 2 majors will be very beneficial. It'll look good on a resume.
Okay.
I know I've done an internship this past summer, and they said that the second major looks really good, especially with if you have a high GPA, it looks really good.
What is your major? What do you want to do?
I'm majoring in recreation and sport and then business, and I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah, where does that play out? What do you visualize?
I'm thinking something with sports and business, so something along the business side of sports, but I'm not really sure.
Your head coach, Dustin Combs, coaches in a professional league, the professional league in the United States. And even though it takes extreme talent to play in that league, I'm sure there are opportunities to play overseas, do other things. Interested in that sort of thing if it comes along?
If the opportunity presents itself, I would definitely look into it. But you never know where life's going to take you. So.
Right. Boy, isn't that the truth? Kelsey Morgan is our guest. Life took her into the second base area and into a shortstop last year and ended her season, but it's good to hear that you're back to full strength. A couple things I wanted to touch on here. Last year, at the beginning of the season, you guys opened your new locker room facility just to the west of the softball field on campus, and what has that meant to your team?
Oh, it's been awesome. We spend a lot of time there. I know before we had a porta potty, so that was
a needed upgrade was the permanent facility.
Yeah, so we're really thankful. A lot of people put in time and effort to get us that, and I think a lot of us are very thankful that we have it. And I think even the new girls that didn't get to experience the porta potty or not having that locker room are even thankful for what we have too.
Right. Well, take us on an audio tour. You walk in the door on the side there. Dustin's office is straight ahead. You take a left turn, and there's that nice locker room. Tell us about the locker room.
Okay, so we have 2 futons in there.
Nice.
We have Apple TV, so Coach Combs can actually hook up his iPad, and we do like a lot of reviewing stuff within our handbook and going over game plans and stuff like that. And then we have lockers, but I can't remember how many exactly, maybe 24?
Sure, there are enough for all the team members.
Yeah, there's
and a
enough.
Couple
And some use 2, so some of our catchers have 2 lockers so that they can put their big bags in them. And then there's another door that goes into our bathroom, and it has 3 stalls, I think, and then like 2 sinks. But we share that with like the public. But it's really nice.
Boy, it is, and it's a great place for your group to be together, and I know you're a very tight group. Finally, let's get into this just a little bit. You play softball, you're an athlete. What do you get out of being an athlete? What is the thing that is going to benefit you in the long run?
I think you learn a lot of life lessons. There's not just one specific thing that sports brings. I think there's a lot of different things. It teaches you patience, passion. I mean, the list could go on and on, but I think those are a few that
Would you be as interested in going to college if there was no softball to play?
I mean, I would probably still attend college, but I think softball has brought a lot of fun to college. So, I don't know, I just had a lot of fun.
I like that answer. I would attend to college. That's great. Kelsey Morgan, I wish nothing but the best for you this coming year as you come back off of that injury last year. And looking forward to seeing you play third base. And I'll bet you hit in the middle of the lineup somewhere and send a few of those softballs over the walls this year. It's a fun team to watch, and I hope you have a great year this year.
Thank you.
Kelsey Morgan has been our guest here at Happy Hour with the Cardinals. And again, thank you, Kelsey. And we'll have a final word here as Happy Hour with the Cardinals wraps up our audio show in just a moment.